Handy Hudsonite here. I'm going to show you how you can take your email messages in Gmail to the next level by showing you all of the compose features that you may or may not be aware of. I'm going to get into it right after this. Okay, here we are in my Gmail inbox. You're probably familiar with using Gmail, but are you familiar with all of the Gmail compose options? So to get to the compose, we come over here and click on the compose button. This brings up our compose box, which we are very familiar with. You put in where you're going to address the message to, your subject, of course. Here you click on whether you want to put a carbon copy to someone, a blind carbon copy. You can add those in. So down here, along this feature bar down here, there are a number of things that you can use, from changing the fonts to the size of the text, the bold, the italic, the underline, here the text color, and not only the text color, but the background color. So if I say hi there, and I highlight it, and I want to change the text color to blue, there's how I do that. If I want to change the background color to yellow, that's how I do that. And come over here, you can do a line, whether you're centering it or right or left justifying it. The numbered indent if you're doing a numbered list. Here we have bullet points if you want to add those into your message. Your indent less, indent more if you want to indent your paragraphs. And then this down arrow here, which is going to have quote. So if you want to focus in on something that you're saying, this is important, then that is where you would feature a quote. You can also do that for the next line. So is this, and then get back to your regular message. You can take away the indent there. The strike through, so let's say you wanted to still keep the text in, but have a strike through in it. You just simply do that. And then of course, we can take away all the text formatting. So if I click on that, it's going to take away that hyperlink there, any other bolding, underlying, other types of highlighting that we do on the text. It will put it in plain text with just one click of the button. So that, and then we have undo and redo here. We come down here, and so this is the formatting options. The next one is attach a file, and we can easily attach a file to the message by just double clicking and uploading a file. Fairly straightforward. Adding a link. Okay, let's say we want to insert a link down here, Handy Hudsonite, and then I highlight this. Click on this link. Where should that go? HandyHudsonite.com. Click OK. My text is now hyperlinked. Easy way of doing that. Insert an emoji, a laughing emoji, and we have a lot of different options here for emojis that we can put in that are email friendly. So we have all these features available at our fingertips. Here's where it integrates in with our Google Drive. Let's say we want to either attach this, or you can either attach the image from Google Drive or do a link. So we'll insert this as a link, as you can see there. So that isn't necessarily attaching a full image to your email, but just a link where the recipient can go. Come over here to insert a photo, which we already did. Confidential mode. I'm not going to go through this in this video. Be sure to check out my video where I go through the confidential mode and how exactly that works, as well as the schedule send. You can check out that video as well, where I talk more in detail. Now here is a cool feature that integrates with Google Pay, and of course you'll have to set up Google Pay with your bank or debit card so that you can send or request money. So let's say you're wanting to do this with the person that you're emailing. You can add this in, you can add the amount, and then a little memo down there, need money, and I don't have this set up in this particular Gmail account, so I'd have to add my debit card, and then it would go to the person who is addressed in the email, and you can request money from them or send money to them. So a handy little feature there. These three dots are filled with more features. This will take you to full screen. So anytime you open up the message, it will default to full screen as opposed to opening it up like this box here, but I'll change that back. Now you can, let's say you write out an email that you want to have as a template for future emails. You can save this email. Of course, you want to give it a more original name than that, but you can save it as my template. So the next time when you open an email message, you can come in here to templates, see my template. So it will load the exact same email that I just crafted with those images, with that text. So that's a cool little feature there. If we go in here again, we can go under label. So if we want to label this email, let's say I want to label it just under YouTube, make sure to hit apply. You can also hit a star. You can add a star to this as well. Now this particular email will be labeled in such a way so that you can keep it more organized. You can also change everything in your message to plain text mode if you don't want to deal with hyperlinks or images and those being sent. Print, this will just bring you to a print format, print-friendly version of the message so that you can print that out. And then check the spelling, and it will highlight the ones that are questionable. You can either recheck it. You've got all these different types of languages that it can check your spelling in. And then Smart Compose feedback. Smart Compose is where it's kind of it finishes your sentences for you. It helps learn what you typically write a lot. So this is just giving Google feedback on what may not be working properly with the Smart Compose feature. So these are some powerful features of Compose in your Gmail inbox. Just a quick overview of those. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, The Handy Hudsonite, for more tips, hacks, and reviews so that you can get the job done. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you can get my content as it goes up, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.